Hey, it's Evie, welcome to my channel. Today's video is about reprogramming your subconscious, reprogramming your internal hard drive in order to believe something else, different than you believe at the moment, some belief that you want to have that you don't have. Can you do that? And how's the best way to do that? So we pick an affirmation, we pick two affirmations. We're talking about a specific person here, getting back with your ex. What would be the best way to do that? First of all, you need to commit to about 3 months of this, repeating an affirmation for about that amount of time. You need to stick to the affirmation that you choose and not really vary it. And the reason that I say that is because every phrase that we use has its own vibration. So if you change your affirmation over and over and over, then in effect what you're doing is you're changing the vibration, so you're not consistent with that one particular vibration. So that cannot settle into your subconscious if you're not doing it enough, if you keep replacing it with something else. So that one particular one is not being repeated. So that's why I say stick to one. So find one that really works for you. So I'm going to use my husband's name because it's easier. Jeremy and I are in a loving and effortless relationship. Jeremy and I are in a loving and joyful relationship. These are just examples. So what you want to do is find the one that works for you, works best for your situation, best for you, and see how it makes you feel when you say it. Say, how does that make me feel? Okay, and take on board that feeling. If it doesn't feel great, move on, try something else. And when you get one that does make you feel good, then you stick with that one. That is your affirmation. Be sure that that is your one. Really think, is this the one? And if it is, this is the one we're going to go with. And then choose an affirmation that is empowering. So we are bigging up ourselves here. It's because this is our reality. So we are reminding ourselves that we are priority, we are important, we are number one. Key, that is, to going along with a specific person affirmation, I believe. Because it's all about us, isn't it? And we have to remind ourselves that we don't want to put this person on a pedestal, because otherwise they're up here and we're down here and always trying to get to them. And why, you know? That is never going to work. So we say something like, I am a priority in my reality. I am number one in my reality. We find something empowering, something that makes us feel that rush of empowerment, and then we say, and it won't do that every single time, but you know, when we're choosing one, that's what we should get. When we get that and we find one that works for us, we say those together. So we say the specific person affirmation and then the empowering affirmation. Specific person affirmation, then the empowering affirmation, over a few times. We only say it when we feel good or we feel okay. We never say an affirmation when we feel bad, because that will cause resistance and that will not help. It won't, your subconscious will not take on board anything that's tinged with resistance. So we don't want to do that. Other people disagree with me, but I can only go by my own experiences there. And the only way affirmations work for me is when I feel good. So that's what we do. Sorry, I'm taking a deep breath there, but I've tried to film this so many times today, and with one thing and another, it just hasn't worked out. So when you feel good or when you feel okay is key here. So those are brilliant affirmations, and what happens is they subtly sink into your subconscious. And if you were to stop, say you were to check in about 6 weeks time and see, how do I feel now? You should notice a little shift. It might not be the whole thing, but you will notice some kind of shift, and then you can be encouraged that it is actually working. And come the end of the 12 weeks, you know, don't sort of blow all your whistles and go, yay, I've done it, because it might take a little bit longer for you. I don't know. So either you will start to see results and then you know it's working, or you know that you will feel differently. You sit and think about it and you think, how do I feel now? And you will feel different. You will just feel different than you did. So you wouldn't have had to tug the negative out. All you've done is replaced it with the positive, and then it just naturally dissolves. And that's how this works. It really does work. If you are persistent and you're consistent, it definitely does work. Affirmations are great, but like I said, only when you're feeling okay. And don't keep trying to notice a result. The best way to look at an affirmation is this. It's the key to unlocking your subconscious. It's a key to shifting you into a new reality. Don't look at it as a manifestation tool as such. More look at it as something like that, a key to getting you to where you want to go, but not necessarily manifesting a specific thing. That's really is key to making affirmations work for you, so you don't keep checking in on them all of the time. So if you don't know anything about me, pop along to my website, eviesparks.co.uk. I'm a writer and I'm a law of attraction coach. Have a look, see what you think. And I would love for you to subscribe to this channel if you haven't done that already. If not, then I just hope that this video offered you something and some hope in the fact that yes, you can reprogram your subconscious, you can do it, but sticking to a certain phrase is key, because you're trying to stick with the same vibration. Changing it up just changes that vibration and dilutes it, and then we don't want to dilute it. We want to, we'll just say when something's really strong, we want it to be really strong anyway, we don't want to dilute it. So I hope this was useful.